What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Hope all you're having a great day. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. So, getting into this episode of GH. Listen, it's too much foolishness going on. I had a feeling. Some people, a lot of y'all in the comments was saying Valentin had something to do with Hayden getting snatched up, her getting grabbed. I didn't think so, because to me, see, this is what I was talking about yesterday. See, y'all got to pay attention when I say something. Did I not say when things don't make sense, you got to ask questions? See, a lot of y'all was so sure Valentin had something to do with her getting grabbed, but see, that didn't make sense to me. It didn't. It made more sense for Nicholas to have her grabbed, because think about this. She just made a deal with Valentin. He was going to pay her to betray Nicholas, even though he doesn't know Nicholas is alive, but that's what she was going to do. Why would he have her grabbed if he was going to work with her? It didn't make sense. It wasn't beneficial for him to have her grabbed. She's no real threat to him. You know, he knew she was working against him, but he was trying to flip her to get her on his side. And that's what he did. So why grab her? It made more sense for Nicholas to have her grab. One, she was going to betray him. Two, he told her to leave town. She refused. So how else could he have gotten her to leave town? By paying somebody to grab her and manipulate her and make her think it was Valentin trying to kill her. See, for a stupid person, Nicholas is actually quite smart in that regard and cold-blooded and manipulative. The reason I say he's stupid because his actions so far since he came back have been dumb. But in this case, he was pretty crafty, pretty smart, cold-blooded to get her to leave her own daughter. Like, that was cold. You know what I mean? And I felt sad when I seen that scene. And to see this bastard pay that man off, I said, I knew it. I knew Nicholas had something to do with it. It made sense. And how easily Nicholas just came back to rescue her. Coincidence? Come on, I knew it. I had that feeling. I knew it. I had that feeling since yesterday because it made more sense for him to try to have her grabbed than Valentin. Made more sense. So yeah, it was sad to see Hayden say goodbye to her daughter and just leave her with Finn and Anna and stuff. I felt bad for her. That was just a heartbreaking scene, you know. Even though she know Anna and Finn will definitely take care of her daughter, but that was just sad to see that, you know. But I am happy though that Finn gets to have even more time with his daughter. And she's basically going to be living with him now for, you know, however long. So that's pretty, you know, that's pretty cool. I hate how it had to happen because I would have enjoyed seeing him, Anna, and Hayden try to co-parent together. That would have been interesting. But you know, there's a silver lining to this. You know, I just hate that, you know, that little girl went so long without her dad, and now she's going to have to go on for an extended period of time without her mom. You know, it's like, why can't she just have both parents? Now it's either one or the other, you know, and that's messed up. So I feel bad for the kid because the kid loses in all of this, you know. She loses in this, you know. There's no winner here. You know what I mean? So it's pretty jacked up. But I did find the scenes pretty fun, actually. I love the scenes with her and Chase, and, you know, Chase got to come by and see her and, you know, give her a gift and bond with her a little bit. And I love the scene with, you know, when Finn and Anna were kissing and stuff, and she came in, you know, singing that little song. That was hilarious. I think it's going to be cool, though. You know, Finn is definitely going to have to adjust now because with Hayden getting ready to be out of the picture, he's, you know, going to have to take on even more responsibility with her, you know, so, and it's not easy being a doctor, you know, and raising a kid, you know, so, but the good thing is, you know, he's not like some single parents or whatever that, you know, struggle to do it. You know, he has, you know, some money, so he could hire a good nanny. You know, he got Anna there. She can help. So, you know, he got a good support system. You know, he got Chase, so he's going to be just fine. So anyway, moving on from that. Willow. So Willow's period is late. She's been queasy, and Sasha thinks she might be pregnant. I said, oh, hell no. No. Nope. No, sir. Nope. Listen, the reason I say no, and I pray to God she's not pregnant, I hope not. For right now, I hope not. You want to know why? Because we got too many damn kids on this show. We just got introduced to another new kid, Violet. We still haven't resolved this damn baby Wiley Jonah situation, so no. Until we solve that, we don't need no more children on this show. We just got baby Donna. We don't need no more children. No more children. No. Nope. Cancel that. Hopefully that pregnancy test come back negative. When she go take a pregnancy test, hopefully it come back, nope. Not until we get certain things resolved. Hell no. No, sir. So anyway, she was like, she thought that her and Chase were careful, but she may have missed a couple of her birth control pills or whatever. She hasn't, been taking them regularly. So it's a possibility she might be pregnant. Of course, she freaking out and stuff. I'm like, first of all, calm down. Second of all, she don't have to tell Chase nothing until she's sure. You don't want to come to him and be like, oh, I think I'm pregnant. No, don't do that. Go to a pharmacy, get a home pregnancy test, take it, see what it says. If it says pregnant, then, tell him. If it's not, then you ain't got to tell him shit. Basically. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to tell him nothing. If it comes back negative, it might just be something else. Maybe it's something she ate. That thing happens, maybe it's hysterical pregnancy or something, like who knows? But it was quite interesting, the conversation that Chase and Michael were having when they were talking about, Finn and how he's adapting to parenthood, and they were just talking about fatherhood and stuff like that. And, Chase said something quite interesting though. He was saying how Willow wants more kids, like she wants kids in the future. And before he could answer the question on whether he wanted kids or not, they got interrupted because Sasha and Willow came back. So that was kind of interesting because the way that conversation was going made it seem like he was it was implying that he was going to say he wasn't sure about him having kids or if he didn't want kids. I can't see Chase not having kids. He looks like the type of character that would want children. He's very good with them. And he seems like he likes kids. So well, you know what? I've been around people who are very good with kids and don't want kids. Like, I'm good with kids, but I don't want children at all. So, I don't. Nieces, nephews, that's good enough for me. Because you want to know why? I can hang out with them, I can buy them gifts, and they can go home when they get on my nerves. It's a win-win. I love it. So I can understand if he didn't want them, though. I could totally understand. But he just looked like the fatherly type. Like he would definitely have kids and be the cool dad, Like he seems like that type. I just feel bad every time I look at Michael. I be like, damn, you got your son here and you don't even know it. So anyway, moving on from that. Valentin continues to be his little shiesty self. Sitting here talking with Martin about how his father changed his will and Helena probably made him do it and how she was scared of him. That still baffles me to this day. It's been, 10 years since Helena mentioned Valentin? And it still baffles me. I'm like, how is a woman, bad as Helena, afraid of this bum? Like, seriously. Are you serious? What? Helena, the one who shot her own daughter in front of people. The one who shot her own goon without hesitation. Like she slits like she slits their throats at the drop of a hat. And she's afraid of you? Give me a damn break. Like, how? I just found that to be quite stupid writing on their part. Like, I wouldn't even wrote no shit like that on no paper and had no actor recite that. I'm sorry, but no. Nope. That wouldn't even come out your mouth. I wouldn't even wrote that on no paper. Nope. No, ma'am. Nope. Not happening. I don't see nobody being afraid of him. Even Spencer ain't afraid of him, and that's a child. How is a child not afraid of him, but the almighty Helena Cassadine's afraid? Get the hell out of here with that. No. Hell no. She even had Peter shaking in his boots. Why the hell would she be afraid of this loon? For what? And a child ain't afraid of him. So what is a grown, crazy lady, terrorist, afraid of him for? But a preteen ain't scared of him. That should tell you something. Like, come on now. If a preteen ain't afraid of him, ain't no way somebody as wicked as Helena is afraid of him. Give me a damn break. It It was kind of funny though how he asked Martin if he knew Hayden, and Martin was like, "Yeah, I know her from another life." I love that little "all my children" head nod. I love it. You know what I was thinking about earlier? Actually, I freaking wish One Life to Live and All My Children were still around right now. I wish I was reviewing these shows back when those two shows were around, because I would have loved to review those shows. I would have loved to. I did review a few of the episodes that they did, the reboot. I did review online. I reviewed a few of those. But I wish it was still around right now. I would have loved to reboot that. I mean, to review that. It would have been dope. Hopefully ABC gets it together and they figure out a way to bring it back. You know, maybe turn it into a half an hour show like they do B&B or something. Like something, you know. I think it would be cool. Maybe they can even merge. You know, I remember they did talk about that at one point, merging the two together and making just one ultra show. So who knows? I mean, there's a lot of ideas I think they can do, you know, hopefully. Susan Lucci says she's open to coming back to AMC if they reboot. She says she's definitely open to doing it. So hopefully. So anyway, moving on from that. What else? It was cool seeing Lucas in Brooklyn, you know, catching up, talking. See, Brooke, she doesn't know the whole situation with Brad and Lucas, so of course she's telling Lucas to fight for his marriage. You know, I disagree. I feel like Lucas needs to drop Brad quickly, you know, expeditiously. I think he should. Because Brad is just a piece of trash. Like, he is. I felt no feelings toward Brad when he was sitting in that alley waiting for old Brad and they were talking and stuff and he was sitting there boo-hooing. I didn't feel bad for Brad at all. Like, you made this bad. Old Brad was so fucking hilarious when she was patting him and just telling him, "Oh, I comforted you. Now man up." I loved it. Old Brad, I freaking love her. She is comedy gold. I love it. Like, she did not care about him boo-hooing. She was like, man up, put on your big boy pants, handle your business. Because in my opinion, Brad, you made this bed, you got to lie in it. You created this mess. You and Nell created these problems. Handle it. By any means necessary. Tell your husband the truth. I don't blame Lucas for not wanting to spend Thanksgiving with him. And that's sad when your spouse don't want to spend the holidays with you. That's when you know your marriage is at rock bottom. When your spouse, your husband and your wife don't want to spend Thanksgiving with you, a major holiday, you should be nervous as all hell that them divorce papers may be on their way. Like, I remember years ago, a long time ago, like Nick Lachey. Y'all know Nick Lachey and Jessica Simpson when they were married and stuff like that. I remember she said in an interview one time that she knew their marriage was over when she was going to Africa or something like that. She was going out of the country and it was right around the time of their wedding anniversary and she wanted him to come with her so they could celebrate their wedding anniversary. He refused to go with her. That's when she knew that their marriage was over. I'm like, yeah, that's a pretty big sign. If somebody don't want to spend their anniversary with you, like, that's a sign that marriage is done. And that's what I thought when Lucas said he didn't want to spend the holidays with Brad. He didn't even want to be around Brad today. He was just like, I just want to spend time alone with Wiley. That tells you that marriage is, that's at ground zero. Like, your marriage is done. Like, we're talking about turkey left in the oven too long, done. Burnt to a crisp, done. Because I couldn't imagine a spouse now, like, things are that bad. Like, you don't want to spend the holiday with your spouse. Like, hell yeah, your marriage is on skid row. It's on death row. It's done. It's going to be even more done when Lucas finds out the truth. I'll tell you that. If it ain't done now, it will be when Brad, when that truth come out. Because either way, that truth need to come out quickly. It needs to. Lucas needs to rid himself of that cockroach. Drop that chicken dinner and go get him a winner. That's what you need to do. Like, seriously, because this marriage needs to be over. It should have been over. Hell, it should have never happened. Like, let's be real. That marriage should have never happened. So anyway, moving on from that. Alexis, I love her and Neil together. I love it. They're still trying to figure out why Kendra won't want to poison her. I do agree with a lot of you who said that Alexis made a big mistake by telling Kendra that somebody was poisoning her. That was stupid because you are holding the cards. Do not tip your hand. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're tipping your hand. You're showing your cards. That's what you don't want to do. You know what I mean? You don't want to do that. That's foolish. But Obrecht, though, honestly, Obrecht better cover herself because Michael done let her know, like, Curtis is running another DNA test. Like, he's going to prove that you were involved. Obrecht better go into self-preservation mode real quick. Like, she better save herself. So anyway, yeah. And Valentin, little sickening self, he run around trying to get Martin to keep tabs on Spencer and stuff because he thinks Spencer is trying to get his inheritance back or whatever. But, you know, Valentin did say, like, I'm not trying to kill no kid, because Martin was like, how far to the dark do you want me to go? And Valentin was like, I'm not trying to kill no kid, though. You know, but I think Valentin probably would. You know, he making all those little threats, but Spencer still ain't scared of his punk ass. Like, he's really not. So, and that's a shame. When a child, you think you're so scary that the big bad evilness is afraid of you, but a child isn't. That's pretty sad. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about it. And I will see y'all all later. Have a great day. Peace.